BBAI has been absolutely crushed. Sentiment has been shaken, and now everybody's anticipating and very worried about what's going to be coming up this Monday with their quarterly earnings report. And the real question is whether this earnings report can save you and your portfolio, or if there's more pain coming along the way. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what to be looking out for when it comes to BBAI and what exactly you should be looking for in this upcoming quarterly earnings report. So, I just want to be very clear. First off, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Again, this is purely for entertainment purposes, and this is my own deep dive analysis into Big Bear Eye and what it is you should be looking out for with this quarterly earnings report. Now, this or this earnings report specifically is not just about the revenue. It's about whether management can restore belief in the stock. Because as everyone knows, a lot of investors, the sentiment out there is there's more panic and there's more worry, and a lot of people do get quite upset in regards to Kevin, the CEO of Big Bear Eye, that he doesn't speak as much as he should, because he is more of a behind the scenes type of character. But a lot of people wish he would speak his mind more and put his face out there to let everybody know exactly what the play is with Big Bear AI. Now, a quick recap. As you guys know, Big Bear AI has taken big hits. We had the highest highs over here in the 1036 range. We had it up here in the highs in the July, and then August over here. And then, as you all know, we had that big shoot down after earnings, all the way back to the support level of around $4.70. We managed to hold, and then we shot up all the way back here again once more. And then for November 10th, let me just double check, guys. It was for November. Yes, correct. Yeah, it was for November 10th. We had another earnings call right here, and then it was a good earnings call, unlike August 11th, which was a very bad earnings call. We had November 10th, which was positive and did help keep the stock. However, as we start to stagnate for quite some time, we did shoot below, and we have not been able to fully break out above this $4.70 range. And again, this isn't just in regards to Big Bear. I'm gonna go over the individual reasons for the stock itself as to why it's happening, but this has been happening all over all the whole AI market. So just letting y'all know that most people at the moment with the technical levels of where it is we are, and we're struggling to break out above this recent support level. There's lots of people that are worried, and there have been many panic sellers from from the retail investor side of things. For the investors, there definitely is a lot of risk on, and they are treating this stock as a risky play, and they are very worrisome in regards to seeing exactly what it is Big Bear I can continue to do in the future, because there has been lots of doubt with forward guidance. They've had changes in the past where they've had to change forward guidance due to a bad earnings call and not being able to get the revenue that was anticipated. So I'm going to be going over all that in this video. And the sentiment is weak because, as I mentioned, they've had to change forward guidance. They've had periods of bad earnings and missing earnings, and they have had inconsistency. So there is worry in relation with the stock, and there's high volatility. And as you know, in the AI market, especially with smaller companies like Big Bear AI, they since people view this as a more risky play, there is going to be more volatility that you would have to stomach. Now, why this earning calls matters is due to the fact that, one, we are in a time with AI as the whole market where everybody's very worried, everybody's feeling panicked. We've had very bearish, bloody market in the infrastructure, in the whole AI market. So everybody is uh very caught patiently awaiting to see what exactly this earnings report is going to entail, because there's lots of people that are hoping that they are at least going to show some consistency, and from the last quarter in regards to beating earnings, actually having an earnings beat, actually meeting the expected revenue, and hopefully becoming having another profitable quarter like the last one. Again, they're hoping that Big Bear AI is going to show. And also there are people that are hoping and anticipating in the future that Kevin McAllion, and I always butcher his name, but the CEO will hopefully uh, show face a little more often, and we'll be able to discuss exactly what is going on with the company, because most retail investors, they do get a little finicky and a little panicky when they're unaware of what's going on and management does not speak its mind as much as as much as they anticipate that it should. Now, if you own Big Bear AI and are watching this stock closely, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dive analysis like this. And please feel free to check out the Prophecy AI app, which helps you make the best technical and fundamental analysis, which helps give you the best technical analysis and fundamental analysis that will help you make the best choices for your portfolio. And also, please excuse me, guys, my voice is going up, but please feel free to check out my community in InvestQ. Again, it is completely free with other like-minded investors that think exactly the same way that we do and wish to share our insights the same way as all of my viewers do in this in my YouTube channel as well. So, reasons for why the stock dropped the way that it has. Again, quick recap, there's been a lot of drama. There has been a loss of momentum from a technical analysis perspective. We shot up every time we shoot up to the all-time highs, we stagnate. And then now, finally, we have given up the support level and we've been stuck below. There's continued disappointment and inconsistency with revenue and earnings. There still is going to be more risk in regard there still is more risk in regards to dilution. There's fear in regards to the whole AI market, and again, this is a broader problem, not just AI specifically, or not just Big Bear AI specifically. There has been a slowdown in government contracts. uh, Again, there has been worry in regards to a slowdown in government contracts as well. And from a technical perspective, as I mentioned before, we broke this key level of support here at around $4.70, and now it has been acting as a level of resistance. So, first off, depending on what type of investor you are, or when it is you heard about Big Bear AI, and or when you bought in, just so you know, if you bought near the highs, which many retail investors did, they most definitely did sell out towards the highs because they're the type of people that are a FOMO trader or FOMO investor, and they're definitely hurting at the moment, especially for the fact that not only did we drop lower, we dropped below key levels of support in an area that's been unknown for quite some time. So you're definitely hurting if you're on that angle. Me personally, I did invest earlier and I've got it in as low as $3. And my dollar cost average is roughly in the $4.30. So I am hurting as well with my Big Bear AI investment. However, it's not too bad. And if you're holding right now, same as me, you do understand the type of pressure that's going on with this stock. So I just want to let you know the four main categories of what you should look out for when it comes to Big Bear AI, and that is you got to check out the revenue growth. A lot of people will be grateful if it's at least a minimum of 35 million that they present on the table. However, what would be even better if they could get it in the $40 to $50 range. That would be awesome if they could get in that range. It would definitely help uh, rebuild some confidence with the stock itself. Forward guidance, are they going to what is it that they're going to say, and is it going to sound confident, or is it because if they're going to continue, if they keep forward guidance the way that they did, or if there's an increase in the type of revenue they would be expecting, or they show signs of a pipeline with contracts, they show signs that they could have a bigger backlog, things of that nature, uh, that would help regain and rebuild some confidence with the stock itself. Because last year, as I mentioned, in August 11th, after we had this big drop off after earnings all the way down to the $4.70 range, what happened was that they had to readjust what their forward guidance was, and they didn't sound super confident. They sounded as if, they had to take a backtrack and be like, oh, wait, this is too much for us. We're going to have to readjust and reevaluate exactly what we actually can do with the stock itself. So, hopefully that won't be the case for this earnings, but hopefully it's going to be another positive outlook in the future. Are they going to continue to be profitable again? Because as you know, in the last quarter, in uh, November 10th, again, revenue still was bad. However, they did have a net income of 2.5 million, which was improvement rather than the big ass net loss of 228.6 million. So again, they did show improvements there. Hopefully they can have more consistency with their profitability and have better control of the cash burn. And as I mentioned a few times already, is Kevin going to be talking a little more, and is management going to help bring confidence back to the stock itself? So when it comes to the bull versus bear case, let's just get into the scenarios that could play out. First off, if earnings do beat, there's potential for a short squeeze. The sentiment could reverse and become a little more positive, and there be a little more confidence. And momentum traders could jump back in, and you could see a sharp upside potentially. If earnings miss, confidence would be damaged again, obviously. Lower lows would be possible, and retail could there could be problems with retail investors again. So I need to be completely honest with you. If you are you investing in the fundamentals? Are you investing with what's gonna? Are you investing and hoping there's gonna be a bounce? Because I got in due to the fundamental analysis I did with the market usage and the real world usage they have. I did take a look at their financials and did see potential, but did see that I expect I was gonna have to deal with lots of stress and risk with this stock. And I did like how they continue to gain more partnerships, continue to get more contracts, and continue to grow as a company. So I did like all of that, but I did know that I was going to be in for some pain and for some volatility, and I would have to churn a decent amount of problems when it came to this stock, and a lot of volatility and a lot of risk. If that was not you, you should reevaluate whether or not you believe you should be an investor in this stock. So I'm not here to pump this stock. I'm here to help you think clearly in regards to what it is you should do with your portfolio. And I want you to think, and I want to give you the realistic expectations. And our expectation, overall, I want to uh, give you exactly whether you should have low expectations for the stock. Is the market already pricing in bad news? Is volatility guaranteed? I just want to have you think those things into perspective rather than just thinking about pumping and dumping, or just thinking about, hey, get in before it's too late. No, I want to give you the best analysis I can to consider the risk you need to consider and the potential upside that could come along with this stock. Sorry for the lighting, by the way, guys. My ring light died, so sorry about that. Now, please comment below if you are holding through earnings, buying more, or waiting on the sidelines. I want to know what exactly you are doing when it comes to this stock. And again, Monday is very big. Whether you're bullish or bearish, the earnings call will set the tone for the next move. Make sure you're subscribed, and so you don't miss my reaction video right after earnings does come out. So, and again, I will be commenting as well in my InvestQ community. And I do want to get everybody's reaction in my community, and I also want to get everybody's reaction on my channel as well. I'd be more than happy to see you guys because I react to every single comment that comes out. So again, with that being said, InvestQ out. Stay safe, stay green. See you all on Monday. We'll see what happens with earnings call.